And there's one thing I just want to just tell you about Lagos State and ibeju-lekki. I'm right standing at Ileso, where which we came to celebrate one of our real estate homes, celebrating our 2 years anniversary of Simply Me Homes. But before I go straight into the church, there is something I want to tell you about. Over the years, a lot of Nigerians were always hearing ibeju-lekki, invest in ibeju-lekki, and lots of us will always say ibeju-lekki is too bushy, it's far. Why should I invest in ibeju-lekki? I want to just give us a tip, information on one thing I've learned so far. What my mother taught me when I was a child. I remember in my primary school, when I was in primary school, my dad built his first house. Then 2001, there was a bomb blast in Ikeja that allowed the government to come back. Federal government came and took the property and many other persons. 1 year later, my dad switched off to purchase another property at Ikorodu, where he built his second house. Now, I began to learn. I was in my primary school. I began to learn real estate from him then. When he was purchasing property, he never gave up because of the circumstances that, oh, the federal government took my property, the one I built in Egbeda. And secondly, so he decided to purchase and built the one in Ikorodu where he lived. Then also from there, purchase another property. Then suddenly my mother came into the real estate business, and I began to watch her build, bring in rentals, bring in lots of clients to purchase property. And during that process, she purchased. And one thing she told me is when you have money, invest into property. I was just little, I was just in secondary school. I could remember back then, fast forward down to some years later, 2019, I purchased it. I had before 2019, I purchased a property 2009, and for how much? For 300,000. Just purchased one plot. Then fast forward down to 2019, I went to the plot. I sold half plot out of it. I went and I purchased 1 acre without half plots. The money I made from that one plot. Down to 2020 again, I went to sell the other half plot. I purchased on that 1 acre. Now, when I was going 2020 to buy another acre, I realized that that acre I bought for 1 million naira, 1 million and why 6 plots has become 4 million naira in year interval. I did not even buy it in Lagos, I even bought it in the State, Mowe. 2022, I purchased on that one. As of 2021, the property has skyrocketed. Now, what am I trying to bring out now? Come down to ibeju-lekki, the same thing 2020, I decided to purchase some properties, also in ibeju-lekki, even when I was doing real estate. Now, during this process, a lot of persons tell me, it's bushy. I told them I don't care whether it's bush. I only know that anywhere that's bush, we surely appreciate. But do you not realize that ibeju-lekki, which we actually measure as a bush area, has now become the most sought after? How will you be surprised to know that in ibeju-lekki, a commercial plot of land is sold for 85 million plus, just at Bokije? Now, this is the same place where a lot of people say, yes, I speak this is a bush. But ibeju-lekki is already having the same price of Ikati. A commercial plot, which is a 900 square meter, is sold for 85 million naira. Then how will you be mad? How will you surprised? How will you be surprised to know that even the one facing a commercial plot close to Dangote refinery is sold for a 1,000 square meter, is sold for 25 million naira. These are the places which we call our bushes some years ago. Now have now become one of the most sought after and most expensive. So this is my story to every Nigerians. Any place where you are told about a land, buy it, whether it be in the bush, it appreciates over time. Few years, 3 years down the lane, ibeju-lekki was sold for 2 million, 3 million naira. Now with your 2 million naira, you hardly get a plot in ibeju-lekki. Price has already gone up. In an high time, when is the best time to invest? Now is the best. I've had a lot of investors who always say, that they want to invest into cryptocurrency, buy, purchase Bitcoin, because right now Bitcoin has depreciated. Today, prices has gone up. Property in ibeju-lekki has now become an expensive property. So a lot of investors will say, I want to invest into cryptocurrency. Yes, I'm also a crypto trader and everyone. And right now, a lot of those who invest into cryptocurrency knows that cryptocurrency has fallen. Bitcoin has dropped, BNB, everything has dropped, and this one time everybody wants to invest. Yes, but also we are aware that this is January. A bag of cement is 4,500 in some locations. Some locations is 5,000 naira for one bag of cement. Simply means property that was sold for 15 million naira last year has appreciated to 20 million naira. So to you who are earning, who is an income earner earning 100,000 or 200,000, who has been procrastinating, oh, I will buy when it was 800,000. Those properties no longer 800,000. Are you also aware that the Lagos State Governor has actually given approval, land documents, approval to all untitled land in ibeju-lekki? Simply means all those properties which are freehold that has been sold for 800,000 will become 3 million to 5 million naira this 2022. So if you were told about purchasing it when it was 800,000, be ready to buy it for that same property for 5 million naira this year. Are you still also aware that once cement goes up, it never comes down? And also goes to appreciation in land, that when property goes up, it never comes down. So if any time is the best place to invest, come down to buy, purchase property in ibeju-lekki. The property are skyrocketing, the prices are going up, and the place are high demanding. Limited plots are available now in ibeju-lekki as a whole. If you are not investing, the Nigerians in diasporas will purchase everything. And if you are thinking that people are not buying, sorry, property has gone high and properties are almost closing faster. So now imagine at it. Dangote refinery, as at now, the refinery has not commenced, but as at now, over 42,000 workers are already working in the plant aspect, the fertilizer plant. Now, imagine when the refinery has commenced. Imagine when the seaports commence functions. Imagine when the new international airports commence. Imagine when the free trade zone commence that. Now, all these set of persons, they will employ staffs, and these staffs will need accommodations to stay. So you being an investor, imagine how you now having a property in that location. Now, before I go, I want to give you a juicy offer. In Bogije, a commercial plot is sold for 85.5 million naira. In ibeju-lekki, a commercial plot is sold for 50 million to 5 million naira. But why? Here is simply me homes where everything are always simple and easy. We have commercial products facing the Dangote refinery selling for 20 million naira. And you also want to know what? It has a governor's consent land title, which means that it's already a verified and a legit document that covers it. So with Simply Me Homes, everything ever simple and ever ready. With 20 million naira, we just have only 4 plots. I mean, 4 plots available at the Dangote refinery. So if you are interested to purchase commercial property, then we have it in Simply Me Homes. Check my DM and you'll get more information. And before I leave now, I just want to let you know all Nigerians who are working, the working class, invest today while it's cheap. Invest today while it's cheap. Property will never depreciate. Even when our naira depreciates. Always remember, your 100,000 you are earning today, your 200,000 you are earning today, your 500,000 you are earning today will depreciate as long as naira depreciate. But your land will never. But will always skyrocket. There is no bush. Anywhere you hear bush, buy it. So with 20 million naira, you can have a commercial plot facing Dangote Bank. And just imagine you having a plot facing a Dangote refinery. When Dangote refinery begin to function, everybody will need a lodgement. People will need a store. People will need where to park in their trucks. People will need a warehouse. People will need hospital. People will need a school. People will need so many things. And imagine you being one of those who will provide those services. We've created a generational wealth that will become prosperity and perpetuity for your children, your children unborn. Dangote has the money. I mentioned something in my previous post. I said Dangote has the money to purchase Lekki Phase 1 to build his refinery. Are you aware that Victoria Island, that Dangote refinery is 5 times the size of Victoria Island? So simply that if he wanted to purchase Lekki Phase 1 to build his refinery, he can. And Dangote does not go to any bush area to just buy. He goes to the location where the state government or federal government are interested in. So it is wise when you see the billionaire goes to a place, follow. They say follow a man that knows the road. Why? Because the man has gone the way. He has seen the way. So he can come back and show you the way. He knows the way. Let's follow him till we meet again. You're interested, call the number on your screen. My name remains Obazile Kelvin from Mosfet Home, your real estate consultant. And you know my job is to profile your real estate investment that are good and viable for real estate deal. Till we meet again. Thank you very much.